Good morning, Dopey. Your favorite podcast. Now make YouTube show.
Good morning, Dopey, and welcome to another episode of Good Morning, Dopey. Today, I'm Dave, the host of Good Morning, Dopey, and the host of Dopey. I'm joined by Dopey YouTube producer and show ruiner, Howard.
Why am I a show ruiner?
I don't know. I'm just trying to have fun with language.
Oh, that's nice of you.
How are you, Howie? You heard what what's her face said, Alexis, that you're unqualified to have an opinion about this stuff.
Oh, well, she's right.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Today is April 1st, or as we call it, April Fool's Day.
Oh.
Looking within, we made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. And this is the fourth step now.
Oh.
Fourth step is
almost there.
serious. Fourth step is serious.
What is the fourth step?
We made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves.
What does that mean?
You write down everybody that you resent. You write down all of your fears about people, and you write down all of your issues around sex with people.
Just sex, specifically?
Yes.
Huh.
Because sex is such a
Intimate.
loaded, powerful, crazy place where your ego and your the way you can harm people and the way that you can feel slighted it can be very rooted in sex stuff.
Interesting. And then what do you do with the list?
You have to read it to somebody.
Anybody?
That's your fifth step. Yeah, anybody.
So not necessarily the people that are on the list.
No, you don't read it to the people on the list.
Isn't there something where you have to...
Make amends.
Make
That's
amends.
not step 9.
Oh, wow. So we're getting there.
So we're on step 4 where we make the list.
We end at step 9, I think.
No, we ended at step 10.
Oh.
We started at step 11.
Yes, we did.
All right. So, again, April 1st, it's step 4. And people historically struggle with the fourth step because they're unearthing all the fucking shit.
You got to be
Yeah.
really honest.
Yes.
Actually, didn't Charlotte?
She's
she
not
mention
doing
something?
it. She's
She
not
said,
doing
I'm
it.
not doing it.
Yeah.
Right,
She's
right,
not doing
right.
it yet.
Yeah, that's tough.
All right, here we go. Step 4 is the vigorous and painstaking effort to discover what the liabilities in each of us have been and are. I want to find exactly how, when, and where my natural desires have warped me. I wish to look squarely at the unhappiness this has caused others and myself. By discovering what my emotional deformities are, I can move forward. I can move toward their correction. Without a willing and persistent effort to do this, there can be little sobriety or contentment for me. To resolve ambivalent feelings, I need to feel a strong and helpful sense of myself. Such an awareness doesn't happen overnight, and no one's self-awareness is permanent. Everyone has the capacity for growth and for self-awareness. Through an honest encounter with reality, when I don't avoid issues but meet them directly, always trying to resolve them, they become fewer and fewer. This is a good one. It's just about paying attention to the shit that you do and keeping track. I really like this part. To resolve ambivalent feelings, I need to feel a strong and helpful sense of myself. Such an awareness doesn't happen overnight, and no one's self-awareness is permanent. You know, lots of people say they do a fifth step, which is the second part of the fourth step, and they feel, you know, completely changed, you know, and they get over a lot of stuff. And I found that to be partially true. I don't know why I got these headphones in still. But and then it's also like with character defects, you know, your 6 and 7 is removing your character defects. Like you're trying to get rid of character defects. And I find that it's all these things are ongoing. You can make this list and you can tell someone of your resentments and your harms. You know, you write down everything bad you've ever done to anybody too.
That's part of the list.
Yes. And it's a complete personal inventory. So it's your harms, your resentments, and your fears.
Your harms
and
that
your
you've
sex.
done to other people.
Yes.
How you've hurt other people. What's an example?
Oh, no, I got this all wrong.
Oh,
No.
boy.
I got this all wrong. Your harms you write in step 8. And then in step 9, you make amends for them. In step 4, you write down your resentments, your fears, and your sex.
Can you give me an example of like what is it, a resentment? What does that mean?
Yes. He's going to come back. What's a resentment? I resented my mother for telling me that I would be a good salesman and never praising me. I resent, it's funny, I always think about my mother. I resent...
It's always about the mother.
Right. I resent... what do I resent? I resent my boss for saying once a junkie, always a junkie. I resent my teacher for thinking like that I was up to no good all the time,
Got it. So is the idea that you're trying to identify maybe like
he wrote a letter to my parents saying that I had an evil smirk that he didn't like.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, and little did he know.
Well,
he would turn out to be a supervillain.
It's all connected.
Is it something about like trying to identify where the trauma might stem from? Because the things that you resent
What it is it's the beginning of finding your part in it. It's not about finding the trauma at all. It's all about getting to a place, because you're going to find your fears, your resentments, and your sex stuff. And then when you write your harms, you're going to see exactly your part. Like the whole thing of recovery is finding your part in every wrong situation. Like that's recovery.
But so let's say you resent the teacher, right?
Right.
How is the harm going to somehow connect back to that teacher? Just because you remember it?
It's not. No. That's, with my mom, I probably played a big part in stuff that she did. You know what I mean?
Of
It's
course.
finding my part. With the teacher, it's more like finding compassion that he had to like I was probably a
You're an
smart
asshole
ass.
and he had to do it, right? Sure.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
It's
That
like
makes
it's
sense.
it's like the whole point of recovery is finding a way to keep your side of the street clean. That's the whole thing.
So you take responsibility, you grow up, you act like an adult, and you say, all right, I did this, I did this, I did this. I wasn't the victim everywhere in my life. There were certain things that I did that contributed to the problem.
It's like I said, you find God, you clean house, and you serve others. And by cleaning house, it's not blaming other people.
Right.
It's finding your part,
Taking responsibility,
and then doing the next right thing. And that's the whole thing.
Yeah, I like that.
All right,
I think I like this step so far.
Good. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, let's do 30 more.
Stay strong, Dopey Nation. Fucking toodles for Chris.
Dopey, I'm face down on the floor.